AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like
He
coming
started. Y suscribe.
Sweating profusely. We over here celebrating this Knicks victory on a Sunday night, March 30th. I'm not nasty. I'm not nasty. Not me. Sunday night, fellas. How we feeling?
You feeling good, man? Yo, OG, don't do me like that. Yo, don't do me like that.
That shit out.
King Speech, what's going on?
King Speech, what up? She's here. She's here, y'all.
Right? Listen, I love when they show up soon as they see that whatever notification is, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. Miss Tori B is in the building this evening early. King Speech, Tori B, what up, baby?
La
I think I asked Anelli already. Are you Dominican? Anelli's mad Dominican.
I know big shout out to you as well.
I know. Nudie is hilarious. That's how
hold on. No. Listen, East Blue Drew. He always pulls up. Big shout out East Blue Drew. What up?
He always show love. Yo, King Speech, that brawl was soft.
Audi in the building.
Soft. Get him out of here.
Let's go, Fabe. So Fleeker,
Listen, hold on. Listen.
I'm jealous.
Neither one of you could ever use the word soft again in your life. Ever.
Oh my God, this dude.
Ever.
Yo,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Now all of a sudden, because in March of 2025, we know the definition of soft, and that guy is the definition of it. Not your man who had 12 points. Y'all know what this is, man.
KNICKS Rehab.
Now you got me hyped up.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here, y'all. We're here.
Flea, what up?
What up, baby? I'm here.
I'm
here.
Y'all don't even he, and we won. Get your shit together.
You ain't dropped the drops.
I already dropped. I dropped it. I heated.
Big Flea, never the little one, y'all. What up? Yo, OG.
Listen, y'all too hype. Y'all too hype. Last time we was like this. Next game we lost to the Clippers. Yeah, I'm the party pooper. Y'all too hype.
Yo, hold on. We're gonna jump you. We're gonna jump you, Ty.
Hold on. No. Everything stops. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. Another one, like DJ Khaled says. Miss Darlene Bryant is in the building. We got the beautiful ladies in the building. Fellas, y'all know the drill. Please speak to the beautiful ladies and be respectful.
Darlene B, what up, baby?
Darlene Bryant, Tori B, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Please hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Y'all know the deal. AllBall TV. We are in the building. KNICKS Rehab. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Light glistening a little different, y'all. You see the light glistening a little different, right?
That grass. Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yo, listen, I don't even want to ask what not me what's in that system got my guy Lami smiling like the Joker. Listen,
write that check first, man.
Like the Joker.
Listen, it's listen, it's a family-friendly show.
It's a fact.
Let's go.
It's a fact. We here, y'all.
I don't know if you say certain liquors names, you might get in trouble. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna stay away from that.
No, you gotta write that check first.
I was at the Houston Open today. Rocking with some golf. Nice. It was fun, right?
Nice.
Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler. If you win the golf, like, yeah. So I think this kind of starts off the the golf season, right? Because next month the Masters will be in Georgia and stuff like that. So like if you're into golf, I think I was at like the start of the golf season. So it was pretty dope.
Nice.
Once Tiger got his car broken into, man, it was a wrap, man. Golf days is over with. Y'all know what this is, man. Knicks with the victory, 110-93 over them bum Blazers. 33 from Denny. I keep forgetting how to say your name.
Advia.
Thank you, Flea. Flea's international, Holmes. 33-7 from Denny, 3 steals, 4 assists, 16 from Kamara. He was saying he was kind of invisible today. 23 for Shaden Sharp, 15 for Anthony Simons. They got, oh my God, if you don't like our bench, Jesus Christ. They put up a donut. 4 points off the bench from the Blazers. They only scored 93, by the way. Held them under 100. We ain't playing no games. 28 for Mikal Bridges. Mikal, he loves playing them bums. 28-7. 28-7 for OG as well. But OG Anunoby had 28 points and 7 rebounds. He looked great from start to finish. Still a little, working on his footwork, but he had a step back that was amazing. 14 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds for Josh Hart. Double-double for Karl Anthony Towns, 10 points, 11 rebounds. I'm looking at them free throw attempts. He only has 2 free throw attempts in the last 2 games. Of course, we could run down a damn octagon of players we're missing. We'll get to that in a second. Pressures Achua, a nice 10 minutes, 11 points. 10 points for Achua Shammy with 11 points. Fellas, what's our reaction to this Portland Trailblazer victory? I think we want to go to Flea first, though.
No. Let's go to OG first. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
good.
I'm locked in. I'm at home. I'm good. I'm good to go. Let's go.
So first and foremost, good win. You know how we do. I'm not gonna say great until we beat the people that we need to beat, but definitely a good win. I got to give a shout out because nobody will do it. Big shout out Chauncey Billups. Like I said, about him last time. I think they tried to railroad him and jam him up, but that team is actually fun to watch and they play hard. They got some solid players, but for me, the kid Denny, I understand y'all say he tough, and I'm not taking nothing away from him, but another player that doubled his average against us. That is a problem for me. I'm sorry. He averages 16, had 33 for the game, had 20 at the half, and he looked like an all-star against us. That's going to continue to be a problem. And Flea says it all the time, Fabe. That's going to be a problem for us in the playoffs. I'm sorry. And this is why maybe people look at a Detroit and say, we'll be in trouble. Because defensively, we are still bad. I'm sorry. OG is the only one out there that looks like he's locking in. Bridges, not so much. We already know Cat. So for me, we have to clean that up. But this game tonight was very weird because when we thought we was going to pull away, Portland, came back and made a great run. But of course, we all know how the game goes after a while. When you're the better team, have the better talent, to me, that's what's going to get you over. But I think there was a time and a point in the game where, Tyler Kolek, Precious Achua, to me, that 11 points from Precious and how he got it and how he was playing for that little bit of time, to me, that was the difference. That was the difference.
Huge.
Yeah, that was the difference. And for some reason, I think Tom Thibodeau, for me, we getting down the stretch, right? And he's going to have to start coaching his butt off, meaning a night like tonight, Cat, you ain't got it. Sit your bum ass down. Sit your bum ass down. Simple and plain. Maybe it's because it's against Portland. I don't know what it is. But Tom Thibodeau is going to have to start being okay with seeing what lineup is working at the time and maybe stick with that. Now, of course, this was against Portland, but this still was a losable game until we just took over. But I noticed we got a lot of transition points that we really don't get. That was a big difference. A lot of times we kept them to one shot, got the ball and got it going. So I think tonight, if we could continue to play like this, I think we'll be okay. But still, defensively, we have to fix those problems because we can't keep allowing guys to have career nights against us. It is not no good. But I'm starting to notice we're playing as a collective. And this is going to sound crazy. We might have to start going through OG till Brunson get back. I'm going to say it. Listen, let me have my moment.
That's music. That's music to his ears.
I said some things about OG and what he has been doing on both ends of the floor. Listen, man, I like Cat. Y'all know me. I advocated for Cat for years. But, OG is the only consistent one so far. And his game is getting better and better and better. Game after game after game. And for me, it ain't about, we know OG is not a number one. But right now, what is he? See, this is what I don't understand. Well, I'm not saying he's a #1 for the season, but for these last games, who's been the best player on the court?
King Speech, get this nigga going, King Speech. Get him going, King Speech. Get him going.
I noticed, I noticed. King Speech is the one that be shooting from the sidelines. He be throwing the cup, instigating.
No,
What do you mean he's not a #1? Hey, no. Explain yourself, AllBall, because your man, I'm cutting you off. Your man, and when you lorded over for years, Karl Anthony Towns is over here. He played a good month and a half. Why isn't he a #1? Why does OG Anunoby got to step up to be a #1 option? He's never been that. It's been 5 games. I said it. I've never been gassed above OG Anunoby. He can be maybe a #2, 3.
You've been gassed. Don't do that. If you're gonna smoke our OG, you're gonna be honest. You've been fully gassed since last year when we traded for OG. Don't do this. If you're gonna be honest about what you think OG is, be honest, but be accurate. Don't do that, Fabian.
Bro,
don't
you said last
No. This is no. Get out of here. Last year in the playoffs, you were gassed up off Tom Thibodeau. I told you, I didn't like that first round. I told y'all he's a defensive specialist. I never said I want to see him do anything on offense. All of a sudden, you want him as a #1 option.
Hold on.
Ain't no gas.
Fabian.
He's playing well.
Fabian, last season.
You agree with this nonsense?
Hold on.
Let OG explain himself. Let him finish.
Last season, Fabian said with everybody injured, we were title contenders with just OG and Brunson. You said that.
Nobody's no. See? No. This is what I'm talking about. No. Quote me correct, bro. We were missing Julius Randle and we had everybody else. That's what the point that you mistaken about. We had everybody else. Dante, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson was coming back. I Hart was here. Knock it off, man. You gonna speak facts. And I never said he should be. When did I mention OG Anunoby?
You said last year's team was better than this year's team.
Way better. No. And what y'all saying now?
Last year's team is better than this year's team. That's what you said.
And what does that have to do with OG Anunoby being the first option? What are y'all talking about right now? You sauced up. This guy's gassed up. You got the right one today, baby. You woke me up.
We are 12 minutes in. We cut off OG from his opening soliloquy. We never cut him off from getting his shit off in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the show. Let him finish.
I owe OG an apology. I said something a while ago where at this point I'm dead wrong. And y'all know me, I'm always wrong. So who cares, right? But I'm saying right now, the way OG, the last probably 10 games, well, since Brunson has been out, OG has been our best player. It hasn't been Cat. That's just facts. If we've all been watching the Knicks since Brunson went out, OG has been our best player. So for one, I'm not saying OG is the #1 option. I said before the season started, and both of y'all agreed, and I've said this, for us to win, it doesn't matter who's a #1. We have to play as a team, as a collective. So on some nights, Cat could be a #1. Some nights, Brunson could be a #1. Some nights, maybe OG. I'm just saying, while Brunson is out, OG said, I'm not going to allow y'all to give me anything. I'm going to take it. And OG has stepped up tremendously. Cat has been struggling. I'm sorry. And tonight was supposed to probably be a huge night for Cat. At home against Portland, there's nobody on there that should be able to guard him. Cat should have had a double 30 and 20, but he struggled, and OG took it upon himself, and everybody else filled in the blanks. But for me, we have to still work on that defense. Night in and night out, guys are playing against us, and they're having career nights. We watched Kawhi Leonard and James Harden turn back the hands of time against us, and then tonight we watched. However you say his name, like I said, he doubled his average. So for me, we got to be careful. I'm not going to brag and boast about tonight because the last time we did that, the next time we played a solid team, we lost. But we do have to play who's in front of us. This is a good win because I think we need to stay in that third slot. I think we're 3.5 games behind Indiana, but I think they lost tonight or they're losing. And then as us winning, we'll probably be maybe 5 games ahead of them. So I think we're going to stay right there in that third spot So for me, I think the first round we're playing Milwaukee. So, you know, things are looking up for us. But good win. Good win. I don't have too much to beef about Tom Thibodeau.
Well, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
I
I knew he was gonna do it.
Huh?
My bad, No,
I'm sorry. We shouting out Thrilly.
Thrilly, what up, man? What's wrong with you? We can't post everything on here.
I don't have much to say about Tom Thibodeau. I think at this point, Fabian always says it. Tibbs is who he is, so us ranting and going crazy over him, it's irrelevant. Right now, it's about the guys on the floor. For me, like tonight, the kid right.
Hold on now, fuck that. Break that down. What did Tibbs do wrong today? What did you see? Because you were saying some things.
Now, all right, he shouldn't have started Wright tonight. Tonight, KNICKS should have started. For some reason, Wright was just looking weird on the offensive end. He wasn't even looking for his shot. You see Cat struggle. You see when Precious was in the game, how the game was going. So I think Precious should have got more playing time. Maybe Precious and Mitchell Robinson should have been in the game together. And I think Cat should have sat his ass down. The same thing he did to Bridges, he should have did to Cat. So for me, you see who's struggling. You see, who's playing well. And you award them guys, especially against Portland. He could have did that. And I think KNICKS should have got more playing time because right at the point guard slot tonight, I didn't like it. And then there was a couple times Josh Hart. I don't like when he has the ball in his hands and has to make decisions. Now, he did throw a couple good passes, some lobs, but he did turn the ball over as well. So for me, those were the little things that Tom Thibodeau has to work out. His adjustments. Seeing what's working and sticking with that. Don't let the fan base or nobody pressure you because it's Cat or because it's whoever. No, it's about winning ball games. So do whatever it takes to win. If Brunson is struggling, sit your ass down. Who's ever struggling,
get him out the game.
Sit your ass down because right now it's about winning basketball games. So for me, Fabian, that's the thing. But once again, and I'll let Flea cook, Tibbs has to get our defense together. I don't know if he can do that because it's about effort, but he has to get our defense together. Josh Hart, just like Cat now, he commits a lot of dumb fouls. A lot of dumb fouls. Mikal Bridges, it's like he's playing Olay. Listen, I know sometimes he looks good, but more times than others, he is not looking like a good defender. So we are not going to beat the elite teams with only one great defender. OG needs some help. So for me, those are the things that Tib needs to work out. But tonight, very solid win against a hard-playing, well-coached Portland team who does have some type of talent, even though we know they're depleted. But still, this is a game that we could have lost, but we pulled out and got the win. And that's how I feel about tonight.
Polo Flea, what is your reaction to this? What do you think about OG Anunoby being a number one option for 8 games and leapfrogging Cat? Somebody put it there. Thank you, Michael James. What's up to you, my brother? Gil said Cat.
Mr. Michael James.
Gil said Cat stays at number 2 when Brunson is out. The number 3 and 4 jumps him. I understand what that means. How do you feel about what that means? And from just talk about the game, talk about your reaction to OG's performance, everybody's performance today without our big dogs.
You don't like my polo?
Me?
I'm asking you. You don't like my polo?
I thought Polo Flea confirmed that.
Oh, okay. I just needed to ask first before I get my bag. I had to ask. I didn't know the energy. I just had on that nigga's neck. I just had to ask. I just had to check the energy, check the temperature. You know how Ray does, OG. His energy, we got to check the temperature. Get the thermometer out and check the temperature because this nigga acts crazy sometimes. Love you, Fabian, but I had to check. Listen,
I think you should order some like a water with some lime next. Squeeze really hard. Yeah, put some lemon in there, man.
Squeeze really hard was crazy. That's crazy, OG. That's crazy. Listen. On the road to 50 wins, man. Last year we were 50 and 32. On the road to 50 wins, 47 wins tonight. We get a win against Portland. I feel like this is a team that we should have beat. We went into Portland a week or two ago and took them to overtime. It took a Mikal Bridges game winner at the buzzer for us to get out of Portland with a win. And so now we get back to Madison Square Garden and was able to handle business the way we handle business. Up 15 late, fourth quarter, Mikal Bridges puts on a masterclass in terms of, putting the ball in the basket. So I love the fact that he played up to his potential in the fourth quarter. We needed that. But like OG says, all about our defense. I like the way that we're reaching the end of the season. This has been a roller coaster season for this New York Knicks team. Up and down. 1 minute we are winning 8 games, 9 games in a row. The next minute we lose 5 games in a row. The next minute we can't beat a top team in the Eastern Conference. The next minute we turn around and beat some quality teams. So this team has just gone through the roller coaster of the season. Like I told you at the beginning, it's 82 games, right? So you can't get too high, you can't get too low. This team, you got to stay even keeled, man. You gotta love what you're seeing when we playing at a high level, and you gotta critique us when we shit in the bed, right? When Josh Hart is playing like shit, when Mikal Bridges is inconsistent, when Cat is showing up soft, when Bridges is, when Brunson is turning the ball over, like we have to call those things out. This is a brand new team, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the team that we had in the playoffs last year, Game 7 against the Indiana Pacers, where OG thinks that we're supposed to win that game with nobody on our roster, having nobody. We're supposed to pull that game out of our ass. We'd have had nobody. So this is a different team, completely different team. And I think going into the playoffs, we got to figure out how we are going to get quality stops and points of the game that we need. Fuck scoring the basketball. We're going to be able to score. OG has been phenomenal. I put in the chat last night or this morning, OG's last 5 games. I think both of y'all were impressed about OG's last 5 games. I think anybody that's watching Knicks basketball needs to be impressed with not only OG's last 5 games, but OG as a whole. Just as a complete whole for the entire season. He has, in my opinion, every penny of that $200 million that he had garnered, he has earned. Nothing about his play, what he's done for this team on both ends. Forget what he is on the offensive end. He's doing exactly what we paid him to do on the defensive end. You can't ask any more about OG Anunoby. You cannot. So I just love, what we're doing. We closing games, right? This is a team that we're supposed to beat. This is a Trailblazer team. That's not a playoff team. That's not a play-in team. And so, I'm happy about getting a W. There's plenty of things that we need to fine-tune, right? I'm glad that we got production again from our bench. Anytime we get production from our bench, I think it puts us in a position to win. Like you said, Precious was excellent off the bench. Landry Shamet was good off the bench again tonight. So if we get production off the bench, we are going to be just fine. We got to figure out how to get stops in timely spots. And Tip's got to coach his ass off, man. We need Jalen Brunson in the playoffs. We're not going to win a series without Jalen Brunson. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And we cannot key in on one player right now. Everybody, in terms of this team right now, Cat has to be good for us to be okay going forward. So does Bridges. So does OG. So does Brunson. So does Hart. So does our bench. The team that we have right now, everybody has to be good on a night-in, night-out basis for us to be a quality team to win in the postseason. If guys are asleep come May and June, you could forget the Knicks. They'll be bouncing the first round. And I stand on what the fuck I said. If anybody watched the Detroit Pistons tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves, if anybody watched, fuck everybody else, I'm talking to OG now. If anybody watched the Detroit Pistons tonight and understand the type of team they are, fuck winning and losing at this point. The type of team that I'm here with you, nigga. I'm here with you. I can see you. See my gums. See my lips. I can see you, nigga. If anybody understands what the Detroit Pistons are, the Knicks better come to play if we have them in the first round. I'm telling you now, OG. Don't come with that bullshit playing the Pistons. We got to come to play.
What's that Lil Wayne song? Look me
David
in my
Grant,
face.
Hold on, D Grant. This is
I ain't
my
worried.
podcast. Hold on, OG. This is my podcast. This is my platform. I am the host of this platform. Get the fuck out of here if you're not understanding who I am today. Get the fuck out of here, D Grant. This is my platform. I am the co-host of AllBall TV KNICKS Rehab. If you not feeling free, get the fuck out of here. Respectfully. Go ahead, OG.
No.
Because I'm tired of niggas.
No.
I'm tired of niggas.
You said it. Flea.
I'm tired
Said
of
enough,
niggas, man.
Flea. Relax. You said enough.
I'm done. Go ahead.
All I'm going to say is before Fabian goes.
Let me wipe my brow because I'm getting ridiculous.
All I'm going to say is before Fabian goes. Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries. I am not worrying about no fucking Detroit Pistons. All you niggas that scared of Detroit Pistons, go and be they fans then. I ain't scared of no Detroit. That's it. Good team, well coached, got some great players. But we the Knicks over here. We've been there before.
Okay.
I'll worry about them when they beat us. But yeah, we listen. Big shout out Lil Wayne. We ain't got no worries.
Talk to us, Raymond. Talk to us.
All love, y'all. Hold on, Fleet. Always understand.
It's all love. Come on, man.
Big shout out Nino Brown.
D Grant,
never
will tell you now, Fabian don't like me blocking nobody. If you're not going to be respectful in the house, be respectful.
You gotta listen. You ain't blocking no fucking body, Flea. Enough is enough. Y'all showed a lot of love. Thank you for backing away from the camera for once. Both of y'all in the camera trying. What is that?
You can see my hands.
Y'all. They could see y'all perfectly fine.
You can see my hands.
Just like, I don't know. Hold on, real quick. What do you think of Kolek defensively? Because for me, I don't see what everybody sees as that bad, but I do understand why Tibbs didn't start him all ball for me because that's how Deuce got his minutes, man. That's how these guys earn their minutes. Deuce came in there. He wasn't quite this. We saw the potential. Summer league games during the season, they would bench him. We were like, let Deuce play. He could shoot. He could defend. He was always like this. Same thing with Quentin Grimes. And then when they finally got in, and again, I can't front on. That's the one thing about Tibbs. I can't front on him when he's deciding to start whoever. I can't. Everybody that got up out of here is not who we thought they were. Any fan, Obi was not who I thought he was. Cam Reddish is not who anybody thought he was. Anybody we traded, he was dead on about. So if he's gonna put Kolek through the rigmarole, I'm down for it, bro. If you're that good, when you get in the game, ball out. Ball out. Give me a reason for you to start. Brunson's not coming back for another week, possibly. Show me that you should start next game. I didn't see that this game either. And I like Kolek. We all like Kolek. But you ain't ball out for me to be like, yeah, you should start. I have not seen a performance like that yet. He had a turnover today, which I'm not mad at, but he has more to prove. Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know if he's hurt. Because the last two games when he got 2 free throws, he had 13 against I think the Clippers the other day. I don't want to give him any excuses, but this is who he's always been. If he's lingering and whatnot, he always does this throughout his whole career. He's up and down. We've taken on the personality of Karl Anthony Towns. Let's keep it 1,000 now. That's who he was in Minnesota. And now that Brunson's not here, Jesus Christ. I asked last game, where the hell would we be without OG Anunoby? We would be a play-in team at best. We might look like the damn Blazers. He's been playing amazing. I did not think he would play this well. I didn't see his offensive game being this well. That step back when he was in the paint.
But OG called this. Now I don't know. I want to say he called this.
He put pressure on him.
But he put the pressure on OG to say, yo, bro, don't come in here being a 14 a night guy. Be a guy that could get 16 to 18 points and be, you know, effective on the defensive. I mean, on the offensive end. Be somebody that the opposing defense has to think about when they're defending the Knicks. And right now, OG is somebody that when you look at the scouting report, who do we play next? Philly?
Was it Philly? Damn, we just said the other day.
But I know we play
on Wednesday.
We play Cleveland Wednesday. But whoever we play next, at the scouting report, he's at the top. Yo, Philly. This is how we want to play him. This is how we want to defend him. This is how he's going to defend us. Be open to him deflections, getting in the passing. OG has been amazing in the passing lanes, y'all. Like amazing in passing lanes.
But I'm not amazed. He got a boxing style to his defense. He's reaching in. You can't be lazy around him at all. He's that kind of defender that you cannot make a mistake around. And he gets calls. He fouls a lot. Just like every great defender, they're gonna give him the call. Just like Cat doesn't get the call on the offensive end. So guess what? He's not a superstar. They're not giving you them calls like that, bro. It is what it is. That's why we need OG even more. I'm not gonna refer to last year's team because you already did that. Try to piss me off. Act like you don't know what I said from the beginning. AllBall's already unraveling, talking about we've digressed, hinting at that he was dead wrong about this lineup compared to last year. The hell we been talking about. But Mikal Bridges had a heck of a game. But this inconsistent behavior, he's another guy. If I'm gonna shit on Cat, I gotta shit on Mikal Bridges, bro. You the one that was talking a lot of shit, but a lot of shit. For you to call out the coach, nobody does that without getting shipped out of here. OB was talking cash shit. They caught him on camera. Out of here. Mikal Bridges can't talk like that and not bring a consistent game every night, especially when we know you could ball. But I'm starting to doubt that too. It's cool, but how did OG jump from the no option to a third option, and now he's looking like AllBall? He got AllBall going from calling him not being able to start on any team in the league, if we remember correctly.
That's a fact.
If we remember correctly.
Don't run from that, OG. You said that.
He got Flea. He got on the Dapper Dan flip-flops of the century. Your man went from OG cannot start anywhere, and now he wants him to run the offense, to be the number one option, scoring option. And I'm not saying, forget about whether you're wrong or right about that. It's the shock in which he's bringing to every game. He's bringing to every game. I'm surprised that he was
Monkey Ray said you wanted him gone. You wanted him gone.
But listen.
I'm just waiting. I can't wait to go. Go ahead.
I hope so. This is he's just on a pulse of being a Knicks fan. Like, you haven't enough. We didn't expect him to be this well on the offensive end. To even give this much effort, Cat doesn't show this. Mikal Bridges does not show this. Josh Hart, we don't want him to show this. Kohler could show it, but he doesn't play enough, not yet. I don't know, man. I don't know what Tibbs can do. I thought we started off slow, and maybe that's why AllBall said Kohler should have started, because we were down by 10 in the first quarter. They were going crazy, and then we finally came back. We started pushing the ball. OG was getting it going. I mean, I'm still satisfied with the victory, though. It got Flea going crazy.
So let's not get it misconstrued. I still want everybody going except Brunson. I will never change that. The time I said that about OG, he was playing terrible. Listen. I'll let y'all talk. I said it was quiet, so let me respond to everything y'all said, including the comments, including you, my brother. For one, you did say last season with OG we was title contenders with Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson injured or hurt or out. That's what you said. Okay, cool. If you want to, once again, I still want everybody going. That's me. Listen. The only person that should never think about being traded is Brunson. Now, the time I said that about OG, he was playing horrific. We all agreed. He was having a very bad stretch. Now, he's turned it around. But you know what I got to say? When was the last time we beaten a good team or a great team? This is my point. Us as Knicks fans, we go berserk. We get out of control. What's going to happen when we play Cleveland? We have Cleveland and Boston on the schedule before the season is out. We just lost to the Clippers. So for me, like I said it and I'm going to say it again. We have to play as a unit. That is the only way we're going to be successful. Fabian, I disagree. If we didn't have OG, I don't think it will be as bad as the Portland Trailblazers. I totally disagree. Of course, we wouldn't be as good. And I don't think that we're taking on. Well, hold on. Let me say this: the Tyler Kolek thing. I disagree with y'all. I think he should have started tonight. But Tibbs doesn't give these guys confidence. We don't have a point guard that can run the offense. Wright is not a point guard. Just because he has size doesn't mean he's a point guard. And we show at times we are struggling offensively. Now, is Kolek great defensively? No. Did he have a turnover? Yes. But y'all can agree, if a guy's being put in the game for 3-4 minutes and it's a magnifying on him, he's being micro-watched, and he doesn't get a chance to get a rhythm or to get anything going, what can we expect? Listen, it's against Portland. Put that young man in the game. Let him run the offense. If we're going to put the ball in Josh Hart hands, no, I'm not feeling that. So for me, I get what y'all are saying, but I think Tyler Kolek, if we're going to brag and boast about him, the coach has to give them the confidence in the playing time to see what he can do. When he's in the game, we see what he can do with him and Bridges has that little bit of chemistry. We see now Precious Ochoa has some confidence because he knows he's going to get the ball. So for me, I think Tyler Kolek should have started because right that first quarter, it was like you ever played NBA 2K where the computer's guarding you and they just moving side to side? Yo, it was a play where he didn't even want to dribble. Bridges was being guarded and it was like they almost collided. It's like they almost bump heads like the Three Stooges.
I remember. I know the play you're talking about. I know the play you're talking about. Yeah, I know the play.
I'm saying Tyler Kolek should be starting because of default because we don't have no point guard. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not agreeing that he should start if he's in the playoffs, but against Portland, let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. Finish your thought, OG. I'm sorry.
No. So for me, that's all I gotta say about the Tyler Kolek thing. It's like, listen, the same thing you're doing with Wright, you do with Tyler. If it don't look good in the first maybe 3-4 minutes, you sub him out the game. But right now, us not having a point guard and we actually have a point guard on the bench, it doesn't make no sense. I'm sorry. And it's gonna eventually bite us paws into you know what. It's gonna catch up to us. Wright and Josh Hart are not point guards. And we keep being excited. And Fleet, like you said, definitely want to get the 50 wins. But we have to be honest. We don't beat good teams. As much as I love our team and we want to give OG and Bridges been efficient lately and giving these guys props, we have not beaten a good team yet. I'm sorry. Like I said, we got Boston and Cleveland on the schedule before the season ends. Let's see how we look. Right. I think we got Detroit again as well.
And so that for me, that's what it is. Kind of setting the tone to go into the postseason, setting the tone to go into the playoffs, right? We're a playoff team. We get it.
Hold on. But just real quickly, let me just ask you, what great defense have we seen Wright play? Like seriously. He's played 2 games.
Well, right. But here's the thing. He's a 10-year pro, played with 10 teams, right? He's a journeyman. He keeps a job. He stays in the NBA. And the only reason he stays in the league is because the dude can defend. He can't really do nothing else. He shoots.
I didn't ask that. No, Flee, hold on. I'm just asking you because I'm asking you because I'm just trying to prove my point. And I have a right to if somebody think I'm wrong. I'm asking you, the 2 games Wright has played, what great defense have you seen? Because tonight, who the hell was guarding homie with the funny last name?
Agree. But I thought the other night against Milwaukee, he played pretty decent defense. Tonight, I'm not going to attest to that. But the game against Milwaukee, he came into the game. He had 12 points. He hit shots. He played well, right? And that's all you can ask for from a guy that don't get minutes. He never plays. And now you call his number and get some production from him. He had great production. That's a pro. Like that's all you can ask for from a pro. I don't know what else you want to ask for from DeLon Wright, who is not in the rotation, gets no minutes.
No, Fleet, but I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm not asking him for nothing. I'm not expecting him to do anything. But we're not going to come up here and act like he's been playing hella defense. Ain't right. Because we're not going to act like he's been playing hella defense and this is his second game. Like I'm not going to do that. All I'm saying is this: we get cooked every night on the defensive end. We have one great defender right now. So miss me with Wright, Hart, whoever. We don't have no good defenders but OG right now. So let's cut the jokes. Like seriously, let's stop. We get fried every night. OG is the only one getting blocks, getting deflections, locking people up. Wright ain't doing that. Bridges ain't doing that. And Hart definitely ain't doing that. So ain't nobody gonna sell me on that. I'm sorry.
Well, that's going to be the problem going forward in the playoffs, and that's going to be the problem that has to be addressed in the summertime. When your two best players are not capable defenders, it's not like they don't try. It's not like Brunson doesn't try. It's not like, well, maybe not Cat, but our two best players don't they're not even remotely good. Like remotely good to be any semblance of being a top 5, top 10, top 15 defense in the NBA. Find me a find me a bottom 15 defense that has won the championship in the last 10 years. Find me a top 15 defense that's won the championship in the last 20 years. The first one that comes to mind, and me and Ray did the homework offline. Denver, they're 1-23. Is the only team of recent years to win a championship and be below top 15 in the NBA in defense. If you don't get stops, you're not going to fucking win. I don't care about nothing else. Brunson can be great. Bridges can be great. OG can be great. Cat is NBA first team or NBA. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you can't get no stops, if you see Detroit, Milwaukee, whoever for Indiana just put up 160 points. That's the most in NBA history. We've never seen that before.
Is it?
Raymond, in NBA history.
Well, maybe without it, yeah, that's because definitely without that shit was without overtime.
That is in NBA history. All I'm saying, fellas, we can talk about who's hot, who's not, who's hitting shots, who's not, who's shooting a high percentage, who's not. I don't give a fuck about that. That will figure itself out, as we play. Defense is not going to figure itself out in the playoffs, in the first round, second round, third round. We're not that good of a team to start making adjustments, tips, start shuffling lineups and figuring shit out. We're not that good of a team. Sorry.
I like this question here from Michael James. Shout out to you, man. Question: what's the biggest advantage you would say the Knicks have over other teams, and what is the most underrated utilized advantage that the Knicks have?
Michael James just always comes with solid questions and solid input. Big shout out to Michael James. I won't jump on that first. I'll let y'all tackle that. I'll follow up.
The biggest advantage, I think on most nights it's it's Brunson at the point and OG defensively. That's a bland answer because everything else to me is Cat hasn't lived up to anything. And then offensively, those are really our advantages. Just being able to somehow score points over 110 points. Being a top offensive team every night, that's an advantage. Because I don't care what they do out there. They know we can score the 100. They got to stop us. But everything else, and I think Tibbs has a good game plan. But again, you said I don't want to speak to his disadvantages, but I think he does at least come with a good game plan. He just doesn't know how to adjust. But I think offensively, we're always a threat. What's underrated about us? Underrated. I'll get back to that, AllBall. What you think about the question?
I mean, to be honest, great question. But if we want to be for real and be honest about our squad, we don't really have too many advantages. you know, right now we have a two-way player in OG. You know, I think that's an advantage because there's not many two-way players right now playing at his level. As far as like, you know, averaging what he's been averaging these last couple games, and just being that much effective on the defensive end as well. I think that's an advantage. And I'm gonna give us an advantage with Cat just a little bit. The way, you know, the floor can be spread because he's definitely a threat on a 3-point shot. So I would say something like that. But that's just me, like Paul's digging deep, and because, you know, I'm being honest, man. I'm not super high on us because we beat a lot of bad teams, and you know, I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but we got to start being honest when it comes to our Knicks. What's underrated? I think what's underrated is not giving up. You know, our toughness. Yeah, Cat might not be tough, but us as a unit with Hart, Bridges, OG, Deuce, Brunson, when we're fully healthy, Mitch, I mean, we don't give up. Yeah, sometimes we get beat down, but how many times have we climbed back, fought back? Those games we got beat down, we do make runs and get it and cut it to 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So I think we're very underrated when it comes to just not giving up. So those are the things, you know, that I feel, you know, we have as far as advantage, and the things we utilize as far as being underrated.
Hey, Mom. Philippe, what do you think is our best advantages on the court on a night-to-night basis, and what's underrated?
Hey, Mom, appreciate you tapping in. I think our first five, we could go toe-to-toe with any team in the NBA with our first five, right? But after that, it gets a little shaky. Just call it what it is. It gets a little shaky. Our bench can't compete with other teams' benches. I think our IQ as a basketball team, just out there on the basketball court, knowing how to play the game, right, taking advantage of matchups and things like that, I don't think we do that very well. I just don't. And defense. Defense is the one thing that is going to hinder us. Flat out. Like, the American basketball game itself don't give a fuck about defense. Like, you could go through the comments right now and scour through the comments, and respectfully to everybody that supports us. But you could scour the comments right now and see people that talk about offense, talk about how we scored, right. But nobody understands how important it is to be able to get in front of somebody and stop them. They have no idea. Hold on, Fabian, hold on. Because this shit pisses me off, because there's so many fucking casuals out there that talk the game of basketball, that are part of the game of basketball, that have a voice, that have an opinion, and we respect their opinion. But when you come in this space, you got to act like you know what the fuck is going on. And playing defense is something that you have to do to win on a high level. You're not going to win an NBA championship not playing defense. And nobody on our team does it on a consistent basis outside of OG Anunoby. It's just a fact. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not. Am I lying?
No, I just think it was such a positive question, and we still go back to our flaws. That's what's killing us, man.
He asked us a question. What is our advantage? Our advantage is that when we roll out our first five, we play hard. We play hard. We believe in each other, right? We never give up in games, right? We can harken back to that Miami game where we came back from down 20-19, came back and won the game, right? So, okay, that's a lot of positives. But we are looking at a team that is scratching and clawing. We are below 10 games left in the season. We haven't reached 50 yet. We won 50 games last season. This is a completely different team on the defensive end. And if people want to run from that and act like it's not a big deal and act like we're going to go in the playoffs and flick a switch and beat the shit out of Milwaukee and get in the second round and beat a Cleveland or Boston, be honest. And anybody that don't believe that, come back and check back with us, Nick Yak. Fucking name is Nick Yak. Come back and check back with us in the second round if we make it out of the second round without playing defense. We're not being honest with ourselves right now. It's not about being a Knicks fan. You could be a fan and talk honestly about your team. We don't play defense.
I wonder if Nick Yak is blue and orange, man. Like the liquor. Is that a liquor, Nick Yak? What kind of liquor is that, man, my man? I don't.
Niggas look at the box score and see, oh, Cat had 35 and 14. Oh, Bridges had 20. Oh, OG had 20. Oh, Jalen Brunson had 26, and we lose by 10. And we lose by 10 points.
I just
Don't be a box score looker with this team. You look at the box score, it's not going to tell you the truth about this Knicks team. It's not.
From the second I heard the trade, I was in disbelief. I keep saying it over and over again. That was the first trade around the NBA before Luka Doncic that changed everything with the second apron. From the moment I heard it, I said, who's playing defense? We just got way worse defensively. And it's not even just because one-on-one, you could forget one-on-one. They don't switch. They don't switch enough. Brunson gets lost out there, even when he's out there. It's just a struggle to do all that. But I don't know if because that's the only way you could play defensively with these guys. And the other part to it is that we're really not talking about is Karl Anthony Towns ain't really a number one. That's hurting us more than anything else. I don't think he doesn't play like a number one. I don't think he's a go-to guy like that. He's never been that guy ever. And I'm seeing it now.
How has Karl Anthony Towns never been a number one? Maybe he wasn't a number one in Minnesota. Hold on. Maybe you didn't like him being a number one in Minnesota, but until Ant-Man, took the reins from him, he was a number one.
How good was? How good were they?
It's not how good they were. He said he wasn't a number one. I'm saying, Flea, you can do that all you want.
How
he was a number one. Just because you yelling don't make you right. Flea, was he ever number one?
Hold on,
yelling. Flea, was he ever number one?
Got drafted, and they drafted Andrew Wiggins next.
Flea,
was he ever drafted Andrew Wiggins next?
Flea, was he ever a number one?
Yes, he was a number one.
All right, so just say so what, but don't tell me he wasn't never number one. No, he was a number one before.
But that's the point. No, but that's the point. He was a number one. Exactly. If they were number one, they went back to the draft pick. They got Jimmy Butler. They got Ant-Man. They were getting other players in place to take over the team because he's not a number one. We're talking about who. All right, did he play the number one? Sure. Did they put him at the number one option? Sure. They weren't good is the point. And right now, we're okay. We're floundering, though. We're floundering. It's them other pieces that are keeping us afloat.
Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler. I love Cat, but they put a lot of niggas around him to kind of take away that. You don't need that. You don't need too much attention from you. Let's put a couple niggas around you that could go get 25 or better. Look at the names that I just named. Wiggins, LaVine, and Jimmy Butler. All guys that they put around him to try to ease some of that pressure off him. That's the truth. Let's stop being fans of the players and let's start talking basketball. Not you, OG. Not you. But let's start talking basketball and not this fan shit.
This guy for 4 years. You exactly. You telling me after all this time you wanted him over here. What? Okay, so let me ask you this.
And I still rather him here than Randall. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But is he who you thought he was?
By default. Talk to me. That's your word. He was number one by default.
This is what's comical, right? Flea, you just said all that. They do that to every superstar today. Put a whole bunch around them. Look what Tatum has around them. Look what SGA has around them. Look what LeBron has around them. All these great number ones got a whole bunch around them. Now, are they all better than Cat? Yes. But the same thing Minnesota did, that's just the truth. Are those number ones better than Cat? Yes. Yeah. All that talent Minnesota put around Cat, they do the same thing around everybody. Look at when the Joker won that championship, look at the talent he had around him. Come on. So for me, I'm not here to defend Cat. I agree with y'all. Do I like him as a number one at this point? No. But I think we're having a decent season. I don't think the team last year would have been doing any better. I understand we're bad defensively. Miss me with Julius Randle being a great defender. Is DiVincenzo a better defender than Mikal Bridges? If we're going to agree, all right, cool. You can have that. I'm not going to argue with you with that. Maybe at this point he is, but coming in to the season, before the season started, who you said would be a better defender?
Mikal Bridges, absolutely, bar none. Nobody would argue.
So for me, hold on, just real quick. Go ahead.
But you're moving the goal because you're moving the goalpost. I didn't ask you about Mikal Bridges. I didn't ask you about Donnie DiVincenzo. I asked you about Cat. I said, is he the guy that you thought he was going to be?
And I answered that. And I answered that. I said yes.
Right, but whoever you thought he was, the way you made him out was that he was clear cut better than Julius Randle. He has not shown to be that. And if he was that, he would be a number one, bar none. Hold on. NBA player.
Karl Anthony Towns is clear cut way better than Julius Randle. I don't know. Listen,
I can't agree with that.
Your hate for Cat, I respect it. Say you hate Cat, bro.
Hold on. So this guy,
just say you hate Cat, bro.
This guy carries the team for 4 or 5 years. I hated his guts. The fans hated his guts. He put his middle finger.
Hold on. Julius Randle did what?
He carried the team for 3 or 4 years before Brunson got here. He was carrying the team, bro. Who was the leader of the team? Who was
hold on. Let's be clear. You said 4 years. Make your mind up.
Bro,
he carried the team before we got Brunson here.
Exactly, man.
Now
you trying to play this. Now you trying to listen. Hold on.
Listen. Y'all two can have y'all panties in a bunch for this live. All y'all want.
Is it a fact? Is it the truth?
No. It's hold on.
What are you talking about? How is that?
Let me finish. Once again, the first year he got here, we made the playoffs. I think we lost to Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. The second year, if I'm not mistaken, he got injured.
We missed the playoffs.
Right, he got injured, so he didn't carry anything. That year. Well, now, and I'm not. Hold on, I'm not. Look at your man. Look, that's what I'm saying. The third year, now, mind you, my mind is not. What happened the third year? The third year, is that the year we got Brunson or no?
By the third year, Julius Randle was there. I think that's Brunson's first year, if I'm not mistaken. That's Brunson's first year.
So he carried the. No.
So he carried the team trying to be accurate.
No. Right. So he carried the team for 3-4 years.
Yo, bro, however long it was, man, he was here. Like what? Oh,
however long it was, y'all got it.
Okay. So hold on. I have a better question because you running with this, right? So how long did the Cat carry Minnesota for? When did he carry Minnesota? When has he carried the Knicks? Exactly. That's a close-end conversation. You can't even compare the two. Julius Randle did something with his career. Something that we never expected. Cat is a number 1 pick, not the number 10, the number 1. Got traded from Minnesota after going to the Western Conference Finals. They traded his ass.
Good.
So what are we talking about right now?
So no. What we're talking about is you made a statement that's incorrect. First, you said Julius Randle carried the Knicks for 4 years. Then you said he carried us for 3 to 4 years. My knowledge, Jalen Brunson got there the third year. So Julius Randle ain't carry shit. He had a co-partner that helped carry it with him. And this thing you got with Cat, if I'm not mistaken, the first year Julius Randle got to the Knicks, yes, we went to the playoffs. The first year Cat been with the Knicks, it seemed like we're going to the playoffs, and it seemed like we're going to get past the first round. So don't tell me Cat can't do shit. Now, he may not do it to how you like it.
Come on, bro.
Cat,
listen,
let me ask
he
you
did not lead the team. They were out of the playoffs in Minnesota. What are we talking about right now? He has not lived up to expectations as a talent, point blank, period. He's not the guy you thought he was. Everything you were hyping, everything you started saying this year, I've been saying. Yo, he only goes left. He doesn't go right. Whatever it is, he only goes right, doesn't go left. He finishes with his right hand at the left side of the bench, at the left side of the rim. I've been saying that. He don't play defense. He's soft. Now y'all started to say that. Now NBA players started to say that. Everything I said, it happened. Now all of a sudden, we're not better than last year. We ain't even winning 50 games. We won 50 games last year, and everybody was hobbled. Cat can't carry the team, bro. That's not who he is. And I started this whole rant. All by saying a big part of this problem this year is that Cat is not a number 1. Period. He's not who you thought he was. I don't care how you try to spin this thing.
Listen, that's fine. You say we didn't win 50 games. We're on 47. How many games we got left? All we got to do is win 3 more games to get to 50.
So you would like us to tie our winning what we won last year. You would like us to tie that as opposed to exceed that for a team that's supposed to be better than last year's team. We win 50 games, 51 games. That's not going to say much about this team as opposed to last year's team. My point is, can Carl Anthony Towns be the best player on a championship level team? If he is a superstar on the level that we consider other superstar level players, can he be the best player on the Knicks and we be a championship team? I don't think he can. Nothing about his game over the last decade tells me he can. But all of a sudden, you and whoever else think this nigga could be a #1 option, the best player on a team that wins the NBA championship. The nerve of you niggas.
Who said that, though?
Think that.
Hold on, today, who said that, though? Nobody said that today.
I asked you. You said yes.
Yeah,
I did not say that today, Fleet.
Not today.
I asked you
2 weeks ago.
I asked you the other day. I said, can Cat be the #1 option, the #1 guy on a championship level team? You told me yes. David Smith told me yes. A lot of other niggas told me yes. I don't believe
this season. We've been dealing with injuries. We have a bad coach. These are things that I've always said that nobody agrees with, and I'm fine with that. If we had a better coach and if we can stay healthy with guys like Mitchell Robinson, Brunson not being out for the season, yes, I believe so. Cat in the beginning of the season was an MVP candidate and was playing the greatest basketball he's ever played, led the league in rebounds, wasn't looking too soft. Now, how he's looking now, okay, cool, I give y'all that. But I think if we are fully healthy and we have a better coach, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if I'm wrong, then cool. But there's a lot of things that go into that. If you're not healthy, like I said, if you have a bad coach, I don't see nobody that can be a #1 option to come over here if we're going to keep being riddled with injuries and have a coach that can't coach no offense. How is anybody going to be a #1 option and win a title? KD is a #1 option and he's dirt in Phoenix. So for me, the team that's built around you and the coaching, listen, I'm sorry. So I think, I think at this point, Cat is getting a bad rap. Has he been playing great basketball lately? No. I'm agreeing to that. But we would be, how you say, OG, if we didn't have Cat, we would be just as bad as if we didn't have those other guys. So for me, I just think he getting a bad rap. And once again, he will have the playoffs to prove us all wrong. Now, if he is poo-pooing in the playoffs, then I have to come up here and apologize to y'all, to chat, to everybody. But I think he's totally fine. I just think, once again, him having to play the 5, which we know he's not. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. I think Tom Thibodeau is a terrible coach, man. I'm sorry. And I think that plays a major part.
I hope we fire Tibbs and run the offense through Cat. Fire Tibbs, and every touch down the floor, the ball should go through Cat. He should touch it every single time down before we do anything else. Because what you're saying is that he could be the guy. I don't believe that. He doesn't take advantage of matchups. He doesn't compete on a night in, night out basis. He doesn't get the calls that a superstar that y'all think this nigga is. That y'all think this nigga is. He doesn't even get those calls. No. Let Cat be the #1 guy for us, and we will struggle being a playoff team. But nobody wants to hold this young man accountable for how he performs on the defensive end. Everybody wants to talk to me about 25 and 12, best big man shooter of all time. Oh my God. Y'all want to talk to me about that. But don't never want to talk to me about how he defends the rim, about how he contests shots, about how he just act like a man on the defensive end. Act like you don't want the opposing player to score. You niggas don't get that. Y'all go to the park and want everybody to score on y'all and be good with getting a bucket. Get a stop. fuck is wrong with y'all? Get a
Flea,
stop.
Flea, real quick, because this is important, right? Not, like when Carmelo was here, I always said, I don't care about my criticism about Carmelo. They never gave him calls. Like, he would get hacked. And it's not like we don't think Karl Anthony Towns is not getting hacked so good. So yeah, we do agree with you, Laturia. So we agree he's getting beat up, right? But how do you turn that around? If you is there a mentality from the coach, from anybody that's just like, yo, you got to play through it? How does somebody earn calls? Because now I'm seeing like, well, this is why I'm like, all right, it's funny that AllBall thinks it's about OG now, but the referees are respecting OG Anunoby by giving him calls. He's low on his shoulder, going to the rim, finishing with contact, and they give him foul calls. He's going to the charity stripe. He was 10 of 10 the other day. So, Flea, how do you play through it? How do you create the respect? Is that all personality? Is that you got to send tape to the league office? I don't even know, because bro, this is kind of mind-boggling. He does get hacked. I'm not gonna lie.
How often do we see OG complain about calls? Just honestly, how often do we see Hart complain? We see Brunson complain. We see Cat complain. How often do we see OG chatting with the referees? I'm just asking.
Today he said no, and that was just one time. But
we're talking about 75 games. How often do we see that? So my only point is just play through it. Just play through it. Play through it. If you continue to be aggressive, if you continue to not let the defense off the hook, get into the rim, right? Not settling for jump shots, but actually attacking the basket. They're gonna see, okay, this guy is not a what we call it, a free throw merchant. This guy is not settling for threes. This guy verbally told us he's the best big man shooter. He verbally told us that. So that lets me know that his go-to, what he's trying to get to, is a jump shot. It's not to abusing you with your back to the basket at 7 feet. We talk about Dirk. Dirk's game was predicated off the fact that he could shoot the basketball at a high level. It was not predicated off the fact that he was a bruiser in the post, that he could put you on his hip, that he could do all of these physical things in the post. His game was predicated off the fact that he was 7 feet and could shoot over you and was not a physical player. So now we expect Cat to do the same things? I don't think that he has the same game. He doesn't embrace the fact that the same skills that Dirk has, you don't have. Take advantage of the skills that you do have. I don't know.
What you think, AllBall? Because I'm trying to think of other players that have we ever seen a player turn the referee around, the calls around, like, all right, now you got to respect me. The only time I could think of AllBall is when somebody goes from being not known to just being nice. Like the kid Denny right now from Portland. He might start getting these superstar calls if he keeps this up. But what do you think? Have we ever seen this before? Have we ever seen a player turn the referee around, get some calls?
I mean, I don't, I don't know. I don't think because Cat complains every play, that shouldn't mean he shouldn't get the call if he's getting fouled. I've always said this for years. Like I said, I've been on social media now a little over 3 years. There's a conspiracy against the Knicks. People can laugh at me. People can say whatever they want to say. I've been consistent about this. We do not get calls. Even at home, we do not get calls. Simple and plain. And it's been like that forever. And Fabian just alluded to even back with the Carmelo. For some reason, they do not want to see us succeed and win. So for me, I understand Cat complains too much, and that can give a ref calls to be like, man, I ain't giving you this call. But if it's a blatant foul, you should make the call. I just think Cat gets a bad rep when you got guys like Draymond and certain people in the media putting out, these things about a player. This is what happens. This is what happens.
I can agree with that. For sure.
So for me, it's the same thing with the AD thing. To where, when he got traded for Luka, they just totally forgot how great he was and that he won a championship, because all you think about is street clothes and how much injured he be. So with the Cat, it's almost just thinking, yo, he's soft, he this, he that. And it's like, yo, he's an all-star. He's playing on a great team. He's playing good basketball. Why is he not being ref closely like everyone else? So for me, I don't know what he can do to turn it around. Maybe the coaching staff. See, this is my thing with the coaching, and not on Tibbs. I'm just saying this is why I said a while ago, Fleet. All right, if we don't fire Tibbs, I just want him to get a better coaching staff to where maybe they can holler at, you know, the referees or whoever they gotta holler at, the commissioner, whoever. Like, yo, y'all need to be watching this stuff, because now some of this comes down to winning ball games or losing ball games. So for me, I think I don't know what Cat could do, but like I said, we've always been coached. I mean, excuse me, we've always been refereed against terribly. Always. We don't even get home cooking at home. Know what I mean? So
I agree with that. I agree with that fully.
Right. I've never seen this before. And like I said, when you have a guy on your team that's, you know, arguably at times the best player on the team, of course, you know, him and Brunson, you know, I still think it's Brunson, but on the floor, it can go either way. And for them guys to not get calls, it's just weird. It's weird.
I just looked it up. For Cat's career, he averages 5 free throws a game. The most free throws he ever shot was 6.5 in 2019, 2020. And ever since then, it's been 6, 6, 4.7, 4.7. And this year it is 5.7. So it's the highest it has been in 4 years. But then I looked up Jalen Brunson as well. And he went from the last 3 seasons, 5.8, 6.5, and now 7 free throw attempts per game this year. And he's averaging less shot attempts per game this season. Last year he was averaging 21 shots per game. This year is 18. So his free throws went up. So to me, that's coming from him establishing himself. That's where I think this comes from. Because what I said was, when Karl Anthony Towns had a month and a half and he was in the top 3 MVP, and we were all like, yo, nah, I had to eat my words. I ain't expect this from him. So if he plays like this, then I can't have nothing bad to say. But since then, he has reverted to who he was. When you a number 1 guy and you play like he did in December and January, I think that plays a trick, because it's political. Bro, if I'm averaging 30 and 15 and we winning games, they're gonna the fans are here to see me. I think that's really, it might be conspiracy, aluminum foil fitted on, Flea, but I really think that's what it is. When you could bring people with the jerseys on, I think you get that call from the media and they tell you, from the front office, from the NBA exec offices, yo, you got to relax, give them calls. Think about why basketball is different than any other sport. We get to see these guys and we see each other's faces on the screen right now. They are so recognizable. So imagine what a free throw means to marketing. I'm taking a free throw and everybody sees me. Yo, my girl, she don't care about the Knicks. She goes, oh, homeboy ain't playing. Talking about Jalen Brunson. I'm shocked she knew who Jalen Brunson was. How you know? She's like, yo, because he kind of looks Dominican. Like your man AllBall. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So
no, but like, the casual, the person that doesn't watch every day,
She wouldn't know who Jalen Brunson was 2-3 years ago. I doubt she knows who Cat is, maybe because he be on a Dominican thing now. But I think that marketability plays a fact. Yo, the big business side. Yo, I just heard, I forgot what homeboy's name was that used to be with the Phoenix Suns. He was on
Amin El Hassan.
That's how you say it. How you say it again?
Amin El Hassan.
Amin El Hassan. Yo, he broke down one time when Scott Skiles was in a meeting, like a front office meeting with the coaches. You heard this?
Yes.
Dog. He said that David Stern asked him, they were going to have a change during the game and have the cameras introduced during halftime and talk to the coaches. So it's been 10, 15 years since this happened, that they interview the coaches at halftime in the locker room or at half court. Scott Skiles said, yo, man, but and he said politely, he asked David Stern, yo, but doesn't the sanctity of the game matter and the team? Doesn't that matter?
Skiles hasn't had a job since.
Dog, AllBall.
He hasn't had a job since.
Oh, David Stern told Scott Skiles, that's a great question. On one hand, we have the sanctity of the game. On the other hand, we have $18 billion on the table. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck back down. What? So when we talk about big business, Karl Anthony Towns ain't about that big business. Jalen Brunson means big business in New York if your free throw attempts are jumping up.
Hold on.
You want to read it?
Yeah, because she spent $50 right now to tell us this, and we got to show her love. Like, she spent $50 just now. Big shout out to Latu. Yeah. We all see how much he gets hacked. We can see it. On top of that, he plays hurt. Add a new team system and teammates. I get the criticisms on his D, but I'm not going to say he doesn't play hard because he does. Y'all dogging that man unnecessarily. I thoroughly appreciate where Tory B is coming from. I'm going to vehemently disagree with what she's saying.
Yeah, you can't buy Flea. You can't buy Flea.
Like, I'm going to vehemently disagree with what she's saying, and anybody else that is trying to, like, give Cat an out. At some point, you got to hold this dude accountable. This is what I'm saying. Y'all love scoring. Y'all love what niggas put up in the box score, but don't want to look at how they're affecting on the defensive end. If nobody asked you to play defense ever and you play ball, okay, so what? I'm telling you now, you're never going to be good unless you – I can put the ball in the basket and stop Raymond from putting the ball in the basket. That's how this shit works. And the teams that win are able to do that. And the teams that are not able to do that don't win. It's simple.
But just real quick, big shout out Tory B, big shout out everybody in the chat.
Big shout out Tory B.
Please hit that like button.
Yeah, well, no, we know you watch all the games. Well, ain't nobody down that. Whoa,
no, not one bit.
I somewhat agree with her, and I think I've been telling both of y'all this for the last couple lives that you do. Guys are being but this is in all seriousness. Guys are being a little unfair to him. Now, I've also said Cat is probably one of the worst defenders I've ever seen. That is a fact. I've been saying that, and I really believe that. But we have to be honest. Everybody besides OG is looking like bad defenders. Josh Hart is a terrible defender. I don't care what nobody says. Love his effort. Love all of that. But he's not a good defender. Mikal Bridges, at times, is not a good defender. So, I get what she's saying, but we all have to be honest, though, Tory B. Cat gets picked on night in and night out. But, at the same time, we kind of have to be fair. Us as a total, as far as the Knicks, we are bad defensively. And can we give more percentage to Cat? Okay, yes. If we go 100%, okay, we want to give Cat 55, 60%. I'm cool with that. But we can't give him 100% because we knew this who he was coming here. Now, I'm not defending him.
Thank you, God. Somebody gets it.
I'm not defending him, but I think as a team, we got to get it together defensively. And can we say it has to start with Cat? Maybe because being picked on is not good, and not good at all. And not being able to defend, committing 2-3 fouls in the first quarter, not knowing how to move your feet, just dumb shit. I totally agree. But as a collective, we are bad. We are bad. And a lot of wings and guards have career nights against us. And I'm not going to say that's on Cat. But I understand he definitely is terrible defensively. I agree with that.
I could blame Cat for the drop off on defense because we traded Randall and Dante DiVincenzo who rotate on defense. Even as much as Julius Randle would sleepwalk on defense, but they'd put him in the corner and he had to rotate. Cat can't do that. And I'm gonna bring Laturia's point to the. I'm gonna put the cap on it. You're not wrong because this is Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau's fault. You didn't surround him with the right guys. There's no way we knew who Cat was before he got here, and you didn't surround him. You put up Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson up first to go trade for Cat because you knew you didn't want to trade Dante DiVincenzo. The Nova Knicks was real. I don't want to get this twisted. I know I'm always harp on last year, but it's very different to have Dante and Mikal Bridges as your shooting guard and backup shooting guard. At some point, if Mikal would have been playing bad, we would have been like, all right, let Dante start, bro, because you ain't got it. And this guy has figured it out. Those four guys rotating around Cat is way different than waiting for Mitchell Robinson to come back. You can sit Cat down and have to rotate these dudes that are going to keep this up. And I haven't stressed enough that Leon Rose messed up. and Tom Thibodeau messed up. They've been messing up since the Quentin Grimes trade. That was the first mess up. They've been making bad trades for 3 straight years, for a whole year now, calendar year. Because really, the Mikal Bridges trade wouldn't have been as bad if you didn't trade Cat for what you did. It's not all his fault. He's in the Western Conference Finals. He's 25 and 10 a night. It's not all his fault. AllBall is right. Without him, where would we be? Where would we be? That's a fact. But it's making his job, it's making the team's job harder playing defense the way he sleepwalks. He really falls asleep on defense. He does not move where he's supposed to be moving. Top of the key, the drop deep, none of that. He can't switch. He can't do nothing. It's beyond Matador. And then on top of that, you create offensive fouls. You should not be turning over the ball on a foul because that's a double strike. You're turning the ball over and you're getting a foul. So now you really can't play defense. Now you really can't earn that extra foul on smacking somebody at the rim and putting a body on them. You can't even do that because you just did a double tech basically on yourself. So these things matter, and he's not in the game. He's more concerned with scoring, and he's playing too cool for me right now. He lost his edge. He was playing with an edge at a certain point, at least on offense. Bro, he was a top 3 MVP candidate. That's nothing to sneeze at, man. I said it. I was apologizing to him back then. So it's not, I'm giving him smoke because if Brunson is down, that's the guy everybody said was going to be the new leader when Brunson sits down. The same way if Brunson would have got hurt now and Randall was here, we would have looked to Randall to lead the offense and lead the team because that's what he was doing before. And all we can do is compare it to him. Am I disappointed? Hell yeah. I don't want to be right about Cat with this. And I also didn't want to be wrong about Leon Rose and them messing this up. They messed this up big time. And they got to make up for it because the salary cap and who knows what the hell the second apron. I got to learn what an apron is.
Can I ask you a quick question? You keep saying they messed this up. So just and I'm going to keep alluding to this. We wasn't going to be able to keep Hartenstein, right? Can we all agree to that? Were we going to be able to keep Hartenstein?
Not at that price point. Not at that
price.
Right,
no, all right. So I just want to make that clear. So let's just say we keep Randall DiVincenzo. We don't get Cat or Bridges, and let's just say we replace somebody with Hartenstein. Let's just say we sign Kessler, right? Let's just say we sign a big man. You telling me that team, and I'm just asking, that team this year would have been championship contention or better than what we have now?
I wouldn't say championship contention.
No, I'm just asking.
They had to go and draft the #1 overall pick and trade 4 first-round picks to get a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year player to play next to Karl Anthony Towns. Like, let's put this shit in perspective. I see y'all call me a glazer. Let me call y'all the fucking glazers that y'all are. Because y'all glazing Cat right now.
We're not even talking about
this shit.
No, but Flea, you flipping out for nothing, Flea.
For 8 years, you watched him as your best player. For 8 years. The one time he was in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler was there. Every time after that, the only time he reached the Western Conference Finals is after they drafted the #1 pick and went and got a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year player to play next to him. Like, we got to stop acting like we don't know what happened.
But Flea,
he's a great player. I'm not saying that.
But Flea, we all agree.
Come on, y'all.
But Flea, we all agree up here. Cat is a bad defender. That's what I'm saying. You doing that? We all hold on. I'm not. What I just asked has nothing to do with Cat being me trying to defend Cat or say he's not a bad defender. I'm asking Fabian because he always alludes to last season. I'm saying we had no chance to keep Hartenstein. So let's forget about that. If we replace him and we never get Cat and we never get Bridges and we still had Julius Randle and DiVincenzo, would that be a better team this season to where we are competing for a championship? That's all I'm asking.
I don't agree with that. No.
If everybody else comes back, all we're missing is iHeart. Right?
Right.
Are you making the Mikal Bridges trade?
No. What I'm saying is,
I'm just asking. Are you making the Mikal Bridges trade?
Come on, bro. I just said that. I said no.
Right,
that's the first thing I said.
I'm asking you what team are we dealing with? Because last year's team, just with Julius. But with just Julius Randle back, we would have to go get the kid that went to Washington because Kessler will be a trade. What's the Valanciunas is in Sacramento now. They traded for him. So if you have Valanciunas there, I still think we might be a matchup problem for Boston, but I can't see championship contention because I think iHeart meant that much to us. So I could agree with that. But when I'm referring to Leon Rosen messing up isn't just that. What I'm referring to is the Quentin Grimes thing. Like in real time, I didn't know they messed it up, or I was okay with it because he wanted a spot up shooter, but it's not good. It wasn't a good trade, especially looking back on it now, being what he is. Because we like Quentin Grimes. I saw the video last year when you said AllBall. The problem is we got 3 or 4 players playing the same position. Quentin Grimes, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson. You got to trade one of them. That's why he's playing like that now. He lost his confidence. So when you trade for him, they traded for him like he wasn't who we thought he was. That was a bad trade at the end of the day. The Mikal Bridges thing right now, that's a bad trade. So when I say they messed up, you messed up what you could have had. Because if you would have given up Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson to get Cat, that's not bad. That's not bad, bro, because you come with the same team, minus Randle, Mitch, and iHeart, but at least you got Dante and Mikal Bridges there going into it. I would have been okay with that instead of trading Dante because you letting go of the depth that we had in January. That was probably, it would have been second to Boston and OKC depth-wise, and then, put Cleveland in the mix. But we would have been a deep team, AllBall.
I mean, I get what y'all both saying. I think the first time, and I don't know how long the front office is attempting to make the right moves. That team last season, like you just said, you agreed, we were not title contenders. So I think they are trying to make moves to become title contenders.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Me, I agree with that.
Yeah, you said if we had Julius Randle and DiVincenzo this season, we would not be title contenders. I asked you that.
Right,
you said no.
Right.
So what I'm saying is the front
last
office.
year's team healthy is a
Right, I'm
championship
talking about this shit.
team.
I'm saying this is the first time in I don't know how many years, and we all been Knicks fans forever. With the front office, we may not like the moves, but at least they're trying to make something happen. Maybe they said, okay, this is not the team that's going to win a title. Okay, let's make these moves. We were very excited about it. Well, I was, as far as with the Cat. I think the Mikal Bridges trade, if he could consistently be who we think he can be, what now OG is turning out to be, I think we're a totally different ball club. I think if he can be a lockdown defender like OG, or maybe just a notch below, and be consistent and score the basketball, to me, I think that's where the problem lies at. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Cat. Cat has to be better defensively. That is a fact. Between Cat and Luka is the worst 2 defenders I've ever seen in my life. That is a fact, Flea. I will never run from that. I will never hide from that. But I think, to me, the difference is the wings. We are in a league now where the wings run the league. And that's where we get killed that night in and night out. Every team we go against that got great wings, we get fried. So I think more so, and I said it before the season started, we got to play great as a collective, meaning offensively and defensively. It doesn't matter how much Cat, Brunson, or OG, and nobody averages. If we're not great together on both ends of the floor, y'all are correct. We won't get out the first round no matter who we play. So, Flea, you are 100% correct. When it comes to defense, we are bottom. We have to get better at that. And like I said, if we want to do the pies or the percentage thing, I don't mind saying Cat deserves most of the blame. But I can't give him all of the blame because we expected Mikal Bridges to come in and be a defensive player of the year candidate, just like OG is turning out to be, and maybe be second or third all-team defense. He's not even in the conversation for that shit. So, that's all I want to say as far as with that situation.
Yeah, I'm maxed out. I'm maxed out on what I have to say in regards to defense. I'm not gonna speak about it no more. I'll revisit it in the playoffs. And y'all could call me a Cat hater. That is fine.
They calling me that.
No, it's fine. I'm saying, like, this is Knicks Rehab. rehabbing through this next season. It is fine. This all ball family. We family. This is not. I don't have no problem with that.
No, we're so they don't get it. We're so upset even when we win. That's what we do. I don't care if we win.
This is what we do. Like,
we don't like how we won. What we talk about all the time. How did you win?
I'm talking.
Do you practice that shot?
I'm talking about what we need to do to win in the playoffs. That's it, right? Forget the regular season. We could talk regular season, November, December, January, all that. But we in March now. We in going into April 1st is Tuesday, right? Now this is a different outlook. This is how we got to look at these things way different. So I ain't gonna say nothing about defense no more.
No, real quick.
Niggas got it. If we're gonna win by outscoring people, so be it.
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick, no, before I forget, because just real quick, and you can keep going. Phoenix is playing Houston right now, right? And I don't know what's going on because I'm on KNICKS Rehab. But as you was talking, I just have the glimpse. And whatever happened with a call and it's being reviewed, this is the difference with us and good/great teams. Udoka was out there talking to the refs, and his whole coaching staff was with him. And they're conversing and talking to the referee, trying to figure out what's going on. You know what happens when we go through that? Nothing. We have some problems, and Flea, you're correct. A lot of us and a lot of y'all in that chat, it's more than just offense. It's chemistry, it's defense, it's everything. And when I see things like that, that's part of what we're missing as well. I just want to say that because you rarely see that, where the whole fucking coaching staff is in the middle of the court, and as Udoka is talking, the assistant coaches is chiming in, and they're all right there. And for me, I get jealous because when we have those moments, Thibodeau is out there by his fucking self, and you don't know who nobody else is on the coaching staff. We have a lot of problems, and everybody in the chat and my brothers up here as Knicks fans, we got to figure this shit out or we will never be championship contenders because we don't move like it. More times than so, we don't play like it, and we damn sure don't act like it. So, Flea, certain things you said as far as with that defense thing, you're totally correct. But I just want to say that because I was looking at it, and we've always been talking about that. It ain't about firing Tibbs. It's about, okay, get the right coaching staff around you. And what I just seen, I love seeing shit like that. Excuse me.
I'm passionate about the team. Hold on, Fabian. I'm passionate about the team and what the team does going forward. That's what I'm passionate about. Guys being better. And if we want to act like and put this cloak over our eyes and act like we don't see what we're seeing, blame could go across the whole team. Brunson is a bad defender. Bridges needs to be consistent. OG has found his stride. Hart, give up the basketball when you're pushing the ball. We don't trust you with the basketball in your hands. Cat, stop giving up bad fouls and be a better defender. Mitchell Robinson, can you get on the floor and play 25 to 30 minutes a game? Like, there's plenty to go around. Tibbs, you got to be better. There's plenty to go around. But if you think we're going to win games in the playoffs without playing defense, I don't give a fuck about anything else. We're not going to win. And I'm not even I'm done talking at this point because talking about defense to people to the average, it don't matter. This is why these Europeans come in the league and don't play defense, because Americans don't give a fuck about playing defense no more. They play hard overseas, but come over here and realize all I got to do is score. Because guess what? The greatest defenders in the league, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them out of 500 players. We don't care about defending. We don't care about getting stops. Can you get 30 and 15? That's what matters. It don't matter no more. Two-way player. What the fuck term is that? That's not a real term. When you play basketball, you play on the offensive end and you play on the defensive end. That two-way shit is for new niggas in the game now. Two-way. What the fuck is a two-way player? You play both sides of the basketball court. Like, stop this shit.
But I do want to say, like, no matter how the team is going, I swear, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. Because I just overlooked the nepotism thing, putting Rick Brunson on the bench. And when they got rid of Johnny Bryant, Now that AllBall keeps stressing this, Johnny Bryant was the one who used to jump on that court damn near every game to go talk to IQ, go talk to Julius Randle. They all credited him with all that. I just would never even think about it that much until you spoke to that. Because even with the defense, Flea, who's really like Rick Brunson sitting there? What is he really talking about? You're not a coach. You're not trying to be a head coach. If like they're talking about what you said the other day, Flea, that the Memphis coach had a trade war with different teams. The assistant coach that's currently the coach right now.
Yeah.
So if you got an assistant coach that's up for a couple of jobs, that's who's behind you. He's prepping what you said a year ago, Flea, about JJ Redick. This man sounds like he's auditioning for a coaching job every time he opens his mouth, whether it's First Take, whether it's his own podcast. Do the coaches sound like that aside from Tibbs?
Hell no.
That's major. Yeah, but that's major, Flea. That's major. How do you not want to make your job easier when they gave you the bag already? That's kind of hate on your own assistant coaches. I would go hire 2, 3, 4 guys that know what the hell they talking about that want to get the bag for themselves in this league. I would love to do that. Real quick, King speech. Yes, we still trade for Bridges. F them picks. Y'all ain't even watching March Madness. F them picks. Bridges makes us better. Bar none. Bridges hive out. That's a lie. That's a lie, Flea. I was watching my man. Hold on. I was watching my man House last night. However you say his name, and the little kid looked Dominican, but he ain't Dominican.
From Florida?
That was from Florida. Yo, that kid.
He shot.
He
that
got
shit.
ice in his veins.
Florida was down 9 with like 2 minutes to go. They came back, won that game.
The kid, what's his name? The kid that had 30. Cameron.
What, you talking about the Florida game?
The point guard.
Oh, Clayton. Walter Clayton. Clayton
Jr.
Clayton
Jr.
Tough. He tough.
Your man took a step behind a 3-pointer. Pong. And he came. I'm like, all right. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you one intangible about the kid. How you say his name? House?
Hall. H-A-U-G-H. Look at OG. Like, fuck them niggas. I don't know them.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, look, the first thing I noticed is when you got a player like that who can share the ball, share the spotlight with somebody, that kid's a leader, man. He's gonna be able to play with other guys. Was he the then that's the ACC or the
niggas will not make the
SEC?
NBA. Nobody on Florida will make the NBA. I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait. Didn't they say the same thing about Villanova with Brunson? Yeah.
Walter Clayton Jr. is not gonna be an NBA player. I'll walk it back when he makes it.
Okay,
I'm fine.
That's fair.
I'll walk it back. I'll walk it back. I'm fine.
A-Dub, appreciate it. Shout out to AllBall, Fabian, and Flea. Keep doing y'all thing. Great work.
A-Dub, appreciate you.
Oh, I ain't read Myth. Myth, you always dropping jewels over here too. The Knicks should move the ball around and find the hot hand. I don't think we can unless Kodak's in the game. It's tough for us to do that. Anybody else? Oh, I am doing. You would watch. We wasn't picking none of them, and none of them would play for the Knicks next year. Fuck them picks. Yo, King Speech.
King Speech said, "Fuck them picks."
Yo, Flea, we gotta do a setup.
He loves Bridges. We gotta be honest. King Speech loves Bridges, so he gonna say "fuck them picks" regardless.
Bridges is his guy.
That Bridges is his guy. You know that.
And now we know Laturia got Hart and Cat. I gotta be careful what I say about when she's up here.
If I talk about Karl Anthony Towns again, David Smith, Laturia, OG, everybody.
They coming to see you.
Flea, I'm at your door. I'm at your front door. I'm at your door.
Good night.
I love it.
Oh, hold on. Wait. They coming into your door?
At my door with OG in the front. Like, yo, Flea, I'm here, but I got some visitors with me. I couldn't keep them out. Like, they with me. So, what you were saying?
You ain't got a Ring camera?
I do. But I see OG's face. I'm gonna open the door. That's my OG. I'm gonna let him in.
Listen, if you got a Ring camera, all you gotta do is keep your eyes on the prize, baby Bubba. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Baby Bubba. I'm gonna be honest. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm gonna just say this though. Phoenix is down 30, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to hear shit about Kevin Durant being legendary no more. He loses season after season. He gets no smoke. I'm being for real.
He's dead serious right now.
Yo, no, because it's mind-boggling. Phoenix had a 3-on-1 fast break and turned the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody ran to the 3-point shot. Turn the ball over. What's the name? Dunks the ball. The next play down, Phoenix turns it over again, and then Houston shoots a 3-point shot. They are down 30 at the half with a team that has Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to change subjects, but just seeing that shit is mind-boggling, because if it was LeBron James, everybody know we'd be having a blast. All media, all everything. That man's career after the Golden State Warriors is embarrassing. I'm going to say it. Kevin Durant's career after leaving Golden State is fucking embarrassing. I don't care what he average. I don't care about him being easy money sniper. I don't care about none of that shit. That shit is embarrassing, bro. That shit is embarrassing, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fabian, but I just had to say that shit, man. And he picked to go to the Suns.
Hey, Ray, I got nothing. OG spitting right now. I got nothing.
Yeah, because he brought the wrong guy up. He could never be LeBron, Raymond.
No, it ain't about him being Braun. I'm just saying, when Braun has 2-3 bad games, we fry him. This nigga done had 2-3 bad seasons.
Love y'all, man.
I don't think he's had 2 bad seasons. I just think he's in over his head like everybody else was. Nobody should be trying to pick their own team like LeBron. That's the problem. There's only one Braun. There's only one Mike. There's only one Wilt. Like, there's only one of these guys, man. There's only one Kawhi.
And there's only one AllBall TV.
I told people, and people laughed at me, and I made that comparison. I said, listen, fully healthy, I don't know if Kevin Durant is better than Kawhi Leonard at this point. Both got 2 chips. Both got 2 finals MVPs. I'm sorry. Being dead serious. Dead serious.
I've been saying that for years.
Kevin Durant cannot be compared to Mike, LeBron, Bird, none of that. His counterparts is Kawhi in them dudes. And at this point, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here.
Yeah, only one thing, baby. Only one thing.
Oh, you could jump off. I was gonna do some injury updates. I wanted to talk about some stuff. Oh boy, have a good night, guys. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit because I'm off. Please staying on, or you gonna be your crazy ass up on the internet still?
I'm sorry.
Look, he froze. Did he freeze?
No, OG did. I'm here, baby.
I thought he froze.
I'm out now. East Blue Drew did it. I'm gone. He gave me my cue. East Blue Drew did it. As a father.
Nah.
Either Drew is a fly on the wall when we're talking, but he must know how much we love that. As a father.
Your ass is wilding. Go get some coffee.
As a father,
I love
the chat. I love everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all, taking in what Flea had to give y'all tonight. Pause. Unorthodox Flea tonight.
Until you guys understand how to play defense.
I was on bullshit tonight, but guess what?
Listen, by the way, y'all, listen, me and Flea like to be very raw.
Of course.
And we try to look for the third rail.
Love you, Tory B.
AllBall is gonna shake his head. Flea is gonna call me tomorrow and go, yo, man, I like to apologize for my performance for yesterday. This, that, and third. I'm gonna go, yo, bro. All you gotta do is listen to the comments. They fuck with you, man. They're looking to fuck with us.
Yo, family.
They fuck with us.
Family. I'm honest. Fabian is right. I'm gonna call them tomorrow morning and be so remorseful for my behavior over the last
Yeah,
2
yeah.
hours.
She knows. Oh,
She knows. Tori B knows. I'm gonna call my brothers tomorrow and be like, damn, I was bugging.
Yo, La
Like,
Turia, you know how you have a homeboy that after the first time you get into a fight at the bar, second time you're in the club, you get into a fight, like, yo, again, it's your fault when you go back in the club with homeboy, man. Yo, that's my brother.
that's my guy. I gotta rock with him. I gotta rock with him. Yo,
Like, oh.
Pure Power Programming, you was all ball tonight, Flea. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Nah. Oh no.
That's funny. No, Ray, that's
Yo.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yo,
Tori
hold on.
B.
That was my favorite line growing after I had kids and shit, Tori. I ain't rolling with you.
Yo, she said,
I don't know you.
she said,
Flee with
yo,
the my bad. Nah, they killing you. They really, yo, I can't
they
wait
frying me
and watch the whole video. This is amazing, y'all.
They gotta fry me. King Speech knows. As long as King Speech could tell the people that look, Flea got the Hooper's intensity, real recognized. I love you, King Speech. You know that. I let everybody check.
Yo, listen, I knew that the media game was messed up when 50 Cent started using words like this music is aggressive music. Intensity.
Yo, King Speech.
You fooling, man. This is straight arrogance.
King Speech, thank you, big dog. Because these other Raymond.
Yo, stop calling my name out. All these other fucking hoopers. Oh, here we go. The real. Oh, hold on. We got the hoopers intensity.
All right, let me get serious.
Look. Here we go. Yeah.
Go
the real hoopers. You talking about your man with hold on, I almost wild out.
Yo, I appreciate everybody. I'm not in my regular location. I love y'all. Sticking with Ray. He's gonna put y'all on to some injury updates. I'm out of here before he gets me in trouble. Monkey Wrench, King Speech, Tori B. I want to shout out everybody tonight because I'm on bullshit tonight. East Blue Drew, Eves Levesque. Who we got? Beulah TV. Who we got? Pure Power Programming. Annuity 25. David Smith.
No. You got a better accent than that. I nailed thee.
I nailed it. I nailed it. 25. I'm out. I'm out, baby. I'm out. Talk to me. Talk to me right, man. What's wrong with y'all?
Glasses.
Love y'all. I'm out of
here. All right. Injury update. Jalen Brunson. He has a sprained right ankle. You know, he's been out since March 7th. During a game against the Los Angeles Lakers. His current status, he's cleared for basketball activities as of March 30th. So today he was cleared for today Jalen Brunson was cleared for basketball activities. The host for his return. He's targeting to play a regular season game within the next 2 weeks before the middle of April. He wants to be 100% healthy and get some game reps before the postseason begins. You know, Jalen Brunson was averaging 26.3 points per game, 7.3 assists per game, shooting 49% from the field. Of course, he was an all-star, first time as a starter. And let's talk about Deuce McBride also. He has right groin soreness. It's been reported as a right groin What? MacBook. Why can't use this?
I'll come back.
What? You can hear me now, right? Tori B said, you ain't got your eyes on the prize. But then, damn, that was foul. So you didn't hear my Jeff Van Gundy rant? Scroll up and read the comments. Yeah, I saw them when I came back because I was reading the damn screen thing about Jeff Van Gundy. You saw Diva got it popping? Yeah, we saw Diva get it popping. They showed a better angle too from the crowd. Hold on, because that was Devo. Let me show y'all too. Let me show you guys. Was this the guy? Damn, what's Knicks Fan TV? What's his name? I don't know his name. Or CP the franchise, right? He posted the thing up with Dante in the crowd. Here you go. If they clip us up, then they clip us up. But you see Dante in the mix. And he wasn't done. I kind of throw him into the thing, right? But look, they're squashing him. He's pushing them off still. Look, he's fighting back. Look at Isaiah Stewart. Look, right? That's him right there. Whoop, look at him right there. Watch him again. Look, he's right there. Look at Dante. Watch Dante get up. Fuck out of here. Ho, 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 ho. Big bad bully who? Yeah. Arturia, you still want a cat? You still want a cat? My man's getting in the mix. Step on Isaiah Stewart. Yeah. Cat ain't doing that. He will kind of slam hollering. Yeah, he did. He started it. This is horrible, man. Old boys, look at him play that video. If I had my right mind, I would have played that video, man. Ragu got hard. Yeah, man. He's kind of crazy. He's kind of crazy. I miss him, man. Cat would have been in the corners. Look, oh my God. I gotta go. Who started it? I missed it. Oh, my bad. I'll show you right now, Arturia. Let me see. That's not even the good clip though. Do we have here? Dante. What is this? Enjoy 4 frames. Y'all can see that? Look at his face. Yeah, Dante. Nah, he looks like a horse, man. Yeah, man, I'm out of here, man. Dante will be out till the playoffs start. Dante not regular white. He's a thug. Where would he be from in the BX, Tori? That wouldn't be Throg's neck. I'm trying to think where he would be from in the BX. He's from Whitestone or something in Queens. He'd be from Whitestone, College Point in Queens. That's where he'd be from. Or what's the thing before Rockaway over there where all the Italians are from? Not Ozone Park. I'm forgetting now. Yeah, right by the Whitestone Bridge. Or Belmont? Nah, he ain't there. Belmont's down on Long Island. We told Fordham by Arthur Avenue. Howard Beach, yeah. Yes. King Speech, thank you. Yes. Dante DiVincenzo's from Howard Beach, bro. That's where he's from. Old Sheepshead Bay. What are them spots, man? Coney Island. Yo, man, I'm out of here, man. Love y'all, man. Always love. I gotta do a real good stream. Give us some ideas what you want to talk about. King Speech, we gotta set something up. If Arturia want to come up, we gotta set something up for the, like, I don't want to call it fan appreciation because we feel like a community. And just, we come a long way. We just want to keep going and have you guys come up and have different ideas and see if we can test out our own different shows, how to do like a real setup, because the StreamYard is tough. Once I give you the link, sometimes you got to click out of it, come back in. But we'll deal with all that in real time. We'll set it up. We'll promote it. And don't forget, matter of fact, now that I'm still on, June 21st, if you are in the Myrtle Beach area at Sockasty High School, it'll be the 2nd annual Kenny Anderson Showcase. June 21st in Sockasty High School in the Myrtle Beach area. June 21st. Kenny Anderson's 2nd annual showcase. You kidding me? I'm gonna holler at y'all later, baby. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.